looking back from round me, mind what it is. Really, I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragic. Before you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he returns this to the 22.
Boston Scott on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And
incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Scott to return it. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Swift. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
DeAndre Swift.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Swift. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 24 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A run for Nick Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Look at that, a diving catch. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
4 yards.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Browns' 24-yard line.
Running is Swift. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 8.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Carry for Swift. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes on the move to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They run again on first down. Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 48-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chris Jones on the stop. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Herbert. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
It's now 2nd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On first down, Swift. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Chubb on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Swift. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Grant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
The 48-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb. And some room to work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the gun, here's Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
A 39-yard gain on the play.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes rolling to his right. Incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 10.
Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. $21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was
right off the bat. It's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gain of 12.
On first down, Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Today's final score, Browns.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.
This is second nature. All is automatic.